Okay, I think that this should be live. Like, am I here now? Hello? My screen is not doing what it normally does, so I'm not sure what's actually happening right now. Hello. Hopefully this is good. There's no background music. Everything is working. I am coming through with good audio. After a nerve-wracking morning. Woohoo! So who have I got? I've got Sotek, FB Jefferson, Doomed Yacht, DJV, Rockrat, Riff Clown, Pineapple. I think wow. I probably missed someone. Again, text is really small, and if I make text bigger, YouTube and its oddities. Pitato, Randall. Hi. So, aren't you in the middle of your workday, Randall? Shouldn't you be at work? So, yes, it had been recommended to me that I should look at the Sudoku Adventure series. So, um, that's what I thought I would do. I am still off work. Oh, Brisbane. Oh, Aussie Johnny, I would do anything to be in Brisbane next month. I've had a lot of people congratulating me. It's like, oh my God, Lin-Manuel Miranda's coming to Brisbane. It's like, yeah, but I'm not in Brisbane. Um, so yay. But I'm really happy he'll get to meet the Australian cast and crew. That is really, really cool. But yeah, will not be an opportunity for me. Um, You are looking at some smart people solving a puzzle. Well, that's probably not me. But anyway, what I do want to say about this Sudoku Adventure series is this was recommended to me by a few people. Riff Clown mostly was the one who pointed it out to me. I know a lot of people have been behind these. I've created a sheet of the ones that have been publicly released. This series is me following in the footsteps of Ranksk. So Ranksk is doing daily videos of these. I have provided a link in the description to where you can find Ranksk's playlist for this. And what I should do is I should be able to, if I can bring it up, I should be able to put a link to that in the chat. So this is Ranksk's playlist of him solving all of these puzzles. So I'm not trying to steal anything from Ranksk. You feel free to absolutely go do that. I've also provided a link in the description to a tracker of all of the ones that have been that Ranksk has done, which are I'm not going to go past anything that he has done. Hello, Max Douglas. Hello, Tom. So yeah, that's the plan. So my understanding is I've not looked at these at all. Is they are 6x6 Sudokus, which are designed to showcase nice Sudoku logic, but in something that is more bite size. So really looking forward to this. I can pin that, but that is a link to another channel. Just be aware if you click on that, you'll be sent off to another YouTube channel, not onto something on this stream. So be aware. Okay, but I'm happy for people to go check Ranksk's playlist. Um, let's have a look at the first puzzle because I have no idea what I'm in for on these. I've just been told that they are sort of bite sized. The first one, which I've already loaded, is called Which Way by Riff Clown. Um, So 6x6 Sudoku rules apply, which means in every row, column, and box, boxes are shaped like this, they're not fully square, you must place the digits 1 to 6 without repetition. Palindrome rules. So these lines, I'm assuming, are palindromes, which means if you read the digits that get placed on them, they will be the same backwards and forwards. Digits along grey palindrome lines must form a pattern that cannot be read the same from either end. Okay, let's give this a shot. I'm not going to be trying to push for any time, the same as when I do other puzzles that have times against them. As I said, these were said that they would be doable in about 5 minutes. I don't know. So those two are the same digit, so it has to be a digit that can go down there. Not sure, but those two are the same digit, so it's something that goes up there. But it can't be that one because that'd be there. So those three are the same digit. Because if it was that digit, then it would also be that digit and there'd be a conflict. And I'm assuming it's the same here. Those two are the same digit, which means it's one of those, but it actually has to be one of those. Now, those two are the same digit. Yeah, I'm actually going to color. It's only 6 colors. I should be able to manage 6 colors, right? And that could be blue? I'm not sure. Like, that can't be yellow, green, or blue. So those are a different color. So this can't be 1, 2, 3, or 5. So that's 4 or 6. So these are 4 or 6. So green is 4. Okay, there we go. No, it's not. What have I done? I've already made a mistake. Can't be 1. Oh, it can be 2. Why did I say it can't be 2? It's 2 or 6. And it can't be 6. So those are all 2. So green is all 2. Okay, so I can get rid of the green. I'll get started. I'll get there. I will get there. And why do I still have the conflict checker turned on? I'll live with the conflict checker, just not pencil marks. It is very early here, and I am doing this to relax and have fun. So, these now, let's look at what they can be. They can't be 1, 2. They can be 3. They can't be 4 or 6, so they can be 5. I know I'm not doing as well as I should. I will warm up. Probably. So these are 3, 4, and 6. That can't be 3. Something going on with these. Why? So those... One is up here somewhere. 5 is in one of those. 1 is in one of those two. Blue in column 1. So blue is there or there, but blue can't be purple. Blue is 5, right. So blue can't be here. It can't be one of those two. It can't be there because it can't be 2, and it can't be there because purple can't be blue. So blue is 5 and blue becomes 5, which means yellow is 3. Thank you. Happy to take the help. As I said, I'm not trying to compete with anyone. I'm just trying to solve puzzles. So these are 3, 4, and 6, which means this has to be the 3 because I can't put the 3 down here. This is a 4, 6 pair. These are 1 and 5. So purple is 1. These are 5. I can get rid of the coloring completely now. 4, 6. This is 4 or 6. Hang on. No, I've made that mistake. The same one I always make, where I see this, which is a non-resolved 2 digits, and I don't see the invisible given. That's the 4, that's the 6. This is the 1. This is 2, 4, and 5. There's no 4 there. There's no 5 there. This is the 4, 2, and 5. This is 1 and 6. So this is the 2. This is the 6. This is the 1. This is the 4. These are 3 and 6. So 6 and 3. The 6 looks up making that 4, and that 6 I could have used the 4. This is a 4. These are 1 and 6. And that is, from what I can tell, no solution embedded, but that is Which Way by Riff Clown. Okay, yeah. It does, yeah. These are real, I mean, if this is the standard, these are going to be really cool. Very nice. Okay. Let's move on to the next one, which is Advent-ure into the wild. I think it's like because the advent of... I'm not sure what the adventure thing is. Someone could think, but I'm assuming it's like advent stuff. Ooh, okay. So it's an irregular 6x6. So the digits 1 to 6 must be placed once in each row, column, and region. And these regions aren't normal. And then there's region sum lines, which means that the digits that are placed on the lines will sum to the same in each region. So for example, this is a 6 because these have to be 1, 2, 3. Because 1, 2, 3 is the minimum I can put into the same region. And 1, 2, 3 sums to 6, which is the maximum I can put in the same region. These are the same, is what you were saying. Row 1, column 4. Row 1, column 4. And row 6, column 3. I haven't looked at Audis or anything yet. But yeah, probably. But I hadn't got to that yet. So these are 4, 5, and 6. So the minimum here is 9. So the minimum in those two is 9. Yeah, I was looking at this. That's very weird. Because these are also 4, 5, and 6 without that being 6. Now, I don't think I can put 6 on this, can I? Or maybe I could, because if I do 6, 1, 2, 3... No, then this becomes 4, 5. This is 12. Oh, no, that could work. I'm not sure. But there's no 6 here, so this is 6. These do sum to 9. They're not 4, 5. They're not 1. Hang on, these sum to 9. So this has to be 3, 6, because I can't use... I can't use 2, 7 or 1, 8. So I need 2 digits from 3 to 6 without using 4, 5, because 4, 5. So this has to be 3, 6, and this 6 gives me the order, the 3 and the 6, which means there's no 3 here. It means there's a 6 in one of those, but not there, which means there's no 6 in any of those. There is a 6 in one of those 3, which I could have got from that box. There's also a 3 in one of those 3 for the same reason. Because where does these digits have to appear in those 3 cells? This is going to be my kryptonite sort of puzzle. This is the 6. So it is going to boil down to this row, isn't it? Row 2, column 6, always odd. Row 2, column 6, always odd. Well, so we know these sum to 21. Okay, I'm going to need some help on this one. So those sum to 21. Right, but this has to be an even number because it's 2 times something. So this has to be an odd digit. So it's not 6. So it's 1, 3, or 5. Right, I just had to figure out why it was the case. These are 21, but this is an even number because it's 2 times something. Right, yes, this is always odd. That's an interesting concept. I'm just not sure what to do with it. That's not a 6. Oh, hang on. So where is the 6? I can't put a 6 there. I can't put a 6 there. So this is a 6. So there's no 6 here. So this is a 6. row 1, column 5 and row 1, column 6 are the two extras. Right. So this is a 4 or a 5. So this is either... So these are 1, 2, 3. So this is the 6. Hang on. So this is a 1. Because this equals this. This is 1, this is 4, and this is 5. Because those two digits has to equal that digit. And the only way that works is that being a 5, that being a 4, and that being a 1. That's really, really nice. Looter 3? Mwah. So this is 3. By law of left, or by just region logic, that's 1. These are 2, 4, and 5. The 1 makes that the 2, so that's not the 2. That's just good. This is the 4. That is really stunning. These are 1, 2, and 5. There's no 1 there. So this is 2 or 5. This is 2 or 5. So these are 3 and 4. And we know the order. 4 and 3. There's no 3 there. There's no 3 there. So this is the 3. This is 1 or 2. This is 1, 2, or 5. Now, if these were... This has to be a 5, because if this is 1, 2, those 3 digits would have to sum to 3. So this is the 5. This is not the 5. So this is either 6 or 7. And it can't be 1, 2, 3. So it's 7. So this is 2. This is not 5. This is 1, 2, 4. This is the 5. This is the 2. This is the 5. This is the 3. This is the 1. This is the 3. There's no 1 here. There's 2 here, means there's no 2 there or 2 there. This is actually the 4. This is the 1. This is the 2. This is the 4. This is the 5. This is the 4. This is the 5. This is the 2. This is the 1. This is the 2. And this is the 1. That is really cool. And I love this. Like, this was beautiful. Like, would have taken me a lot longer to see that without help. This was gorgeous. Just the nice simple start here, and then this line here. I really love the way that this flowed, because the 3 meant it had to be the 7, and you had to put the 5 on the line, and just really nicely done. These are cool. These are so cool. The stuff coming out of Skunkworks is great. Okay, 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Grey lines are sequence lines. Sequence lines contains digits in order with a constant difference. Now, I've learnt recently that in some puzzles the difference could be 0. In this one, I don't think that's the case. So the way I can think about these is they must be thermos with difference dots, and the difference dots must have the same value. I did a puzzle by Luda that's coming out on the channel in a few days. Let me see if I can find which one it is, just as a teaser. Second Time's a Charm by Luda is coming out in a few days, and I really enjoyed it. It's a great little puzzle. Holy cow, there's 25 people in stream? Thank you. Hi, everyone. Anyway, so sequence lines. So this can't have a 1 on it. So where does 1 go in this box? Because I can't put a 1 anywhere on this line, because it'd go 1, 1.5, 2, or 0, 1, 2. It just doesn't work. So I can't put a 1 on this line because it just doesn't work. And I can't put 1 here. So this becomes a 1. Now, I'm sure, I've got to think about how this works with only 1 to 6, because my math is wrong. So 2, 3, 4 doesn't work. So this has to be 2, 4, 6, because this has to go up. It can't go down. 2, 3, 4 would break that. So it has to be 2, 4, 6. The difference has to be 2. And these are 3 and 5, and the 5 there makes this 3 and that 5. So this is either 1, 2, 3, which would be possible, 1, 3, 5, and that's about it, isn't it? Because I can't go 1, 4, 7. So this is either 1, what's 2, 3, or 1, 3, 5. Either way, there's a 3 in here, and these are 2, 3, and 5. Except that's not a 3, that's the 2, 5 that's left over. This is 4 and 6. Can't be 1, 3, 5. Can't be 1, 3, 5. See that thing there? That's an invisible 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is the 5. Okay, this can't be the low digit. There has to be a digit lower than the 3. So that has to be a 1 or a 2. So it's either 1, 3, 5 or 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. This 4, 5, 6. Well, there has to be a 5 on this. So this has to go up. I can't go 4, 5.5, or 4, 4.5, 5. So this has to be 4, 5, 6. So this has to be 1 and 3. These are 1, 2, and 3, and there's no 3 there. So that's a 1, 2 pair. So this becomes the 6, which resolves the 4 and the 6. These are 2, 4, and 6. 5, 6 would break that. So this has to go down. 5, 2 would mean this would have to be negative. So it's 5, 4, 3. There's no 4 in here. The 2, 6 is resolved by the 6, making that 2 and 6. There's no 2 here or 3. That's the 1. This is the 2. This is the 3. The 2 makes that the 1. This is 2, 4, and 5. There's no 4 or 5 there. That's the 2. Nope. Do it the right way. Column, well, this is the 1. So this is the 3 and this is the 1. This is 2 and 6 and I've got a 6. So 2 and 6. This is 4 and 5. And what I can do to resolve that is actually use the sequence line, which is a nice way to resolve it. 1, 3, 4 is not a valid sequence. 5, 4, 5, and 4. And that is the correct solution to Snapshot by Awesome Sauce. These are really good. These are really, really good. Yeah. Okay. So when someone is turning around and saying, I'm just getting into Sudoku and I want to learn the constraints and I want to learn how they all work and everything, this is the series to throw people at. Absolutely. I mean, I've done 3 of them, so that's not quite enough to have established a proper sample size, but I'm happy so far. Don't forget the Sudoku problem series. I think the Sudoku problem series also adds excellent value, but there's some really cool stuff happening. Okay, got to promote my own stuff, right? Okay, a little interaction by Doomjot. Hi, Mifir. Is it Mifir? I'm terrible. I'm assuming it's a Welsh pronunciation. Okay. So normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Digits along an arrow must sum to the value in that arrow circle. So once again, I know that the maximum digit I can put into an arrow is, or the minimum I can put onto these is 1, 2, and 3. So this has to be the 1, 2. So this is the 3, and this becomes a 6. I've got the same down here. These are 1, 2, and 3. I can't put 3 there, so there is going to be a 3 here, and this is going to be a 6. Okay. So these are 4, 5, and 6 without that being a 6 and without that being a 6. So, whoops. Do that correctly, BremSter. Those ones can't be 6. So that is, which means there's a 6 in one of those two. Now, there never could be a 6 on an arrow. So that's okay. These are 4, 5, and 6, and I can't put 6 in those. So that's the 6. Let's do this a way that makes some sense. Now this has to sum to 6. So the only way you've got for 6 is 1, 5 or 2, 4. Not sure. So there will be a trick. Oh, this 5. The invisible 5 is what I'm looking at, because those become 4s, those become 5s. So this is not 1, 5, so this is 2, 4, which makes this 1 and 2. This becomes 3. So this is 1 or 3, except it's not 3 because 3 has to be here. So this is the 1, this is the 2, 3, so this is the 1. This is not 1, 5, so this is 2, 4, which means this is 3 and this is 2. This is now a 1, which means this has to be the 4 and the 2 and the 4. 3 is now right here by Sudoku, and this is 5, 6. So these, I've got to put a 1 right there. These are 2 and 5, so this is the 5 and this is the 2. So far it doesn't seem to have broken anything. This is 2, 3, and 4. Well, 3 can only go there, so this becomes the 2 and the 4 and the 2. This is 1 and 6, and I've got a 1 right there. 6 and 1. The 6 looks over, making this 5 and 6. These are 4 and 5, and I can use any of the digits over there to do it. That's... Wow, these are good. What are people asking about? Oh, a link to the problem series. There is a playlist on my channel. So if you go to my channel and go to playlist, there is the Sudoku problem series playlist, and there's 100 and there are more coming. There are a few scheduled that I recorded yesterday. But because I don't have that much content loaded at the moment, I'm kind of spacing everything out so that I don't have the huge gap that I had. Yeah, there's a couple more scheduled, I think, and then I'm figuring it out. So, yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, really nice. A Cropkey adventure. I like Cropkey. What am I going to get from Cropkey? Who's doing this one? This is a Randall puzzle. Ooh, I like Randall puzzles. What? Okay. So, Cropkey. So self-separated, normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Self-separated by a black dot are in a 1:2 ratio. Self-separated by a white dot are consecutive, and not all dots are given. 1:2 ratio is just one is double the other. Now, I look at this, and the first thing I see is there is a digit between 1 and 6 that can never be in a 1:2 relationship with another digit in those ranges. So this has to be the 5. This has to be the 1, 2, 4 because that it just is. So I can do 3 and 6 in a relationship with each other, but this has to be 1, 2, 4 or 1, 2, 4 because I don't have 8 available. And from those, the only chain of digits I can do with 1 to 2 relationships in a run of 3. I'm trying to think how to explain it other than the fact that it's true. If I start with 2 and go up, I end up with 2, 4, 8, and I've broken the run. So I have to start with 1 at one end, and it has to go 1, 2, 4. I think that's the way to do it. So these are 1 and 4, and that is 2. I can't use 2 on this, so if I can't use 1, 2 or 2, 4, this also has to be 3, 6, the same way that this is 3, 6. There has to be a 2 on this. Now I can't put, if this is 6, this is 5, and that doesn't work because the only thing consecutive with 6 is 5, and I can't put 5 on a black dot. So this is the only cell here that is black dot. So this has to be the 3, this has to be the 6. This is 1, 2, or 4. This is 1 or 4. Probably need to look elsewhere. I am doing okay, Robert. I wouldn't say I'm doing great, but I'm doing okay. There's been some challenges in the last few days. And yesterday and this morning have been rough. But I'm looking forward to what's coming. So, now, this can't be 3, 6. So this has to be from 1, 2, 4. So this has to be from 1, 2, 4. Now, I can't put 2 on this, which means I think it has to be from 3, 6, because I've only got 1, 2, or 2, 4. So this can't have 2 on it. So these are all from 3, 6. Now, 5 is in one of those two. Now, 5... There'll be a trick to this I've not yet caught up on. Yes, I know I'm never alone. The shadows talk to me at night. The monster under the bed. There must be a 2 on this because I can't use 3, 6 on this. So there must be a 2 here. So this is not 2. So if this is 1, this is 2. If this is 4, this is 2. So this is the 2 and this is not the 2. This can't be a 1, or this would have to be a 2, and it can't be because I must put 2 on this. So this is the 4. This is either 3 or 5. 5 in box 4. 5 in box 4. So 5, right, 5 in box 4 is there because I can't put it on a dot and that 5 sees that cell, which means that's not 5 and that is 5. Which means this is 3, which means this is 6 and this is 3 and this is 6. 5 is in one of those two and in one of those two. This is 1 or 4. Now, this is not 1. Hasn't been for a while. Now, 2 is here, so this has to be 3, 6. So this is 3, 6, and I know the order from the 3, 6 in box 2. These are 1, 2, and 4, and there's no 2 there. That's a 1, 4 pair, so that becomes the 2. This is the other 1, 4. This is a 3 by column logic. These are 1, 2, and 4. There must be a 2 down here, but I'm not sure. So these are 1, 2, and 5. So, right. These are 1, 2, and 5. This sees, so this is 1, because it sees 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is a 1. So this is a 4. This is a 1. This is a 1. This is a 2, 4 pair. If that's a 2, 4 pair, this is a 1. This is a 4. I could have used the 1 to jump over. This is a 3 or a 6, and it's not a 3. So that's a 6. That's a 3. That's a 6. I'm probably missing things that people are saying to me. Sorry about that. I'm just doing what I'm seeing. So these are 1, 4, and 5. There's no 1 there. So this is 4 or 5 for the column, and there's a 4 there. So 5, which means this is 2. The 5 makes this 4, which means this is 1. This is 5. The 4 makes this 2. This is a 1, 4 pair. I can use either of those to make that 4 and 1. The 4 looks like making that 2 and that 4, and that is a Cropkey adventure. That's really cool. Oh man, these are fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this. These are fun. Thank you everyone who's put these together. Thank you Ranks for giving me permission to do the ones that you've already covered. And please do not forget that Ranks has done all of these and has a playlist where he's doing all of these every day. Please go and if that means that my stream becomes less valuable to you because you've already seen the puzzles, that's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. Okay, this is Killer Cage. So digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Digits cannot repeat within cage. Yes, the numbers in cage may not repeat. Okay, so I mean the first thing I see is these two cages sum to 26, but those cells sum to 21, so that has to be a 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the only way you can make up 10 in 4. This is 1, 2, and 4. So these are 3, 5, and 6, but the only way to make up 11 is 5. Whoops, is without 3. So this is the 3, which means this is the 6. 8, which means that's the 5 and that's the 6. 11 in 4 is 1, 2, 3, 5. So this is 4 and 6. That's the only way to get to that 10. This 6 makes this 4 and 6. There's no 5 here, so these are all 1, 2, 3. except there's no 3 in those because of that 3. This is a 1-2 pair. This is the 4. This is the 3. There's no 4 in those. That's a 1-2 3. So this is the 4, and these are the 5 6. 4 means those sum to 10. That sums to 10. So 10 and 10 is 20. So this has to be the 1 to get to the entire box to 21. I'm sure there's something. I can't use 4 4 in this 8 cage. Is that interesting? There has to be a 3 in one of those two. There is a 5 in one of those two. The 2-cell 10 cage. Well, 5 can't be here or here. So there has to be a 5 in here. Which means 5 can't be here or here or here. That's a 5. So that's a thing. But now I've got 9 in this 14 cage. So the other 2 cells have to sum up to 5, and I can't use 1 4. So this is 2 3 5. There's no 5 here. There's no 3 here. So that's 2 5. That's the 3. That takes the 2 out of those, which makes that the 2. 1 2 3 4. This is the 6 and the 4. This is 1 1 and 2. So I've got 1 2 3. These are 4 and 6. The 4 makes that 6 and 4. So I need 8 in there, which means I can't use 5 3. This has to be 6 and 2, which means this is 1 and 2, taking 2 out of those, which I could have used box logic, but I didn't. There's no 2 in those, so that's the 2. The 6 makes this 5, which makes that 2 and that 5. The 3 looks up, making this 1 and 3. 4 looks down, making this 1 and 4. This is 1 and 3. This is, I'll get rid of those. This is 2 and 5. And I'll use that 2 to make that 5 and that 2. The 5 needs the 3 and the 1. The 3 looks back, making 1 and 3. Yeah, these are just good. I really need to throw a bunch of people. A lot of my real life friends have tried to get into Sudoku. Even with the gas puzzles, they've just found them too confusing. These are what they need. These are great. Okay, so I'll throw them at Rank's playlist so that they've got the ability to watch an excellent solver do them in a controlled way. Thermo Collision by Riff Clown. Ooh, I get to do a Riff Clown puzzle. I don't know what you're. Oh, you mean the Regent Sunline? Yeah, maybe if they get to something that they're a little bit. Yeah, Ranksk is a brilliant explainer, and that's what I love. We've got this beautiful community of people, all with their own strengths. Yeah, it's just really good. Okay, where do I want to start with this one? I probably want to start by putting a 1 here because I can't put a 1 partway along a Thermo. I also probably want to start by putting a 6 here because I can't put 6 into any of those cells. Now, 1 in this row has to go there, which means 1 is in one of those two. I'm terrible at doing thermos without just pencil marking the whole thing, and I'm going to try and not. So I can't put 6 in any of those. So 6 is in one of those two cells, which means 6 is in one of those two cells. I really just don't want to pencil mark because I can see this is down to pairs, and I just want to pencil mark the pairs. But I'm going to see what I can do without. Like these are all feel like they're pretty much down to pairs, and I just want to put the pairs in and see what I've got. I probably will end up doing that very quickly. Like I kind of want to do it now. 1 is in one of those two. Maybe the key to this is box 2. Maybe I need to explore that further. Now, 2 in this row, I think is important, because if I put 2 there, these have to be numbers between 1 and 2. That'll be a problem. And if I put 2 there or there, I've got the same issue. So this is a 2. And I can't do 3 as well. 3 here would mean 2 and then something else. So 3 can't go there and 3 can't go there. So that's a 3. So these are 4 and 5. 4, 3, 2 would work, I think. This is 3, 2. Then that leaves 5 and 4 and I'm okay. So that gets me that. Is there another thermo I can do that on? I'm not sure, because I can put 2 there or there. I can't put 2 in any of those. So 2 is down here. And it's not there. So this can't be 1 or 2. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6. This is absolutely forced. 3, 4, 5, and 6. There you go. So this is a 2, 6 pair. And I'm not putting 2 at the end of a 4 long thermo. So this is the 6. This is the 2. There you go. That's some logic. These are 2 and 3. Someone will tell me it's wrong logic, but there's a 6 somewhere in here, and I'm not putting it on that thermo. So this is the 6, this is the 1, this is a 4 or a 5. If it's a 5, I have a problem. 4 and 5 and 5 and 4, which means this has to be 3 and 2. This is really cool. 2 and 5, and the 5 here is giving me 2 and 5, and the 2 here is giving me a 3. These are 1 and 4. I've got a 1 there, 4 and 1. Wow! These are 4 and 5. They're on a thermo, so I may as well put them in order. These are 1 and 3, and the thermo at this point isn't doing much. This could be either. These are 2 and 6. Something's going to break this open, I think. 5 and 6, and I can go 6 and 5 and 2 and 6. 1 and 2, so I can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. And I suppose I can finish this off by going 4 and 3. Yeah, beautiful. That is a stunning puzzle, or also known as average for Riff Clown. That is just brilliant. Yep. How many have I done now? I forgot to put puzzle numbers on. I think that was number 7. Okay, let's grab the next one, because this is really fun. Even Odd Adventure. The way I say 2 is so good. What? I just say 2. It's, is there something about the Australian accent I am not aware of? Okay. So, normal irregular Sudoku rules. It doesn't say that in the instructions, but I am assuming these are not the boxes. Like I'm assuming I'm not solving to there. Odd Sudoku, so the circles are odd digits and the squares are even. Okay, so this is 2 or 6. This is 2 or 6. This is 4 or 6. This is 3 or 5. Not sure about that one. This is 1 or 5. Not sure about that one. That's a 1. That's just a 1. Because this region that's law of leftovers. How do I explain this? Where does the 1 go in this region? Well, I can't put it in those 5 cells. It has to go there. That and that are the same digit. So that's a 2 or a 6. I have a 2, 6 pair. They're all the even digits. So where does the 3 go in this region? It must go there. And this is the 1 and the 5. 4, 6 must go here. So that's a 4 or a 6 for the same reason. Those must be the same digits. 3 in this region is in one of those 2. Right, 3 in this region here can't be in those, can't be there. So it's in one of those 2, which means that's a 5. And 1 in this region has to be in one of those two, which means that's a 5. So these are 1, 4, and 6. And there must be a 1 in those. Three is in one of those two. I would agree with. I'm just trying to find it. And that's not complaining about the setter. It's just me trying to find it. So 3... Is it? No, it's not. 3 is not there. So 3 is in one of those two. Row 4, column 3. So this, oh, this is a 1, right. So this is not the 1 because it sees 3 and 5. Have I got another one like that? Yeah, this is 1 and 5. So this is the 3. Right, there you go. You know, use the clues that are given. So this is not the 3. This is the 3. Got to put 3 in this row. It's not in any of those because there's already a 3 in that region. There's a 3 in that region. There's no 3 there. Oh my lord, thank you. And you say keep on being awesome. There'd be people who say I need to start, but thank you very much, and I will try. So that's the 3, and that's all the 3s done. Now, can I do the same with 1s? Thank you so much. Can't put 1 in those. That's not a 1. Those are not 1s. This becomes the 1, which means this is not the 1, and this is the 1. Is it Izuel? I worry I'm saying names wrong. This is now a 5 and a 1 because the 1-5 pair is resolved by that. This is a triple, which is 2, 4, and 6. And there's no 2 here, so this is a 4, 6 pair. So this becomes a 5. This is 2, 4, and 6. So these are all... Right, there's no 2 in those, and I need to put a 2 in this row. So this becomes the 2. This is not a 2. This is a 4, 6 pair. So this is a 4, 6 pair. That's a 4, 6 pair in the region, so that becomes the 5. This is 2, 4, or 6 as well. That's even. I need to put a 5 in here somewhere, and it's not there, so that becomes the 5. This is 2, 4, or 6, and it's not 4. So this is 2 or 6. Ah, this 2. I should have seen that before. This is 6. This is 2. There's no 2 here. The 4, 6 pair makes this 2, which makes this 6. This is so cool. These 4 6s are starting to give me some concern. One of those is a 2, and it's not that one. So that's a 2. This is a 4, 6, and the 6 makes this the 4, which makes this the 6, which makes this the 4, which makes this the 6, which makes this the 4, which makes this the 6. The 6 here makes this 4, which makes this 6, which makes this 4. And that is the correct solution to evenly odd adventure. An unlisted irregular. Okay. Really, really cool. I'm enjoying these so much. As are apparently 26 other people. Oh my lord. That's amazing. Thank you. Okay, we have an XV. Normal 6x6 rules apply. Digits separated by a V sum to 5. Digits separated by an X sum to 10. Not all V's and X's are given. So, V's are not that much more powerful than I would expect. So X's, I think, are where the power is going to be in this. Because how do I sum to 10? Is the only way 4, 6? Because I can't use 1 in something, I can't use 2 in something, I can't use 3 in something, and I can't use 5. This has to be 4, 6. So that is real. I'm used to the V's being what's powerful, but in this one, it's not. That's really cool. And I can't put 6 on a V, so that's 4, that's 6, that's 1. This V now can't have 4 on it, so it's 2, 3. These are 1 and 5, so I know the 5 and the 1. This is 2 and 3. This can't be 1, 4, so this is 2 and 3. These are 1, 2, these are 5 and 6. This is really funny. I love this. It just turns your expectations on its head. I love this. So these are 4, 5, and 6. There's no 4 or 6 there. That's the 5. This gives me a 4, 6 pair. 2, 3 has to be here. Where does 2, 3 go in this box? If I put them there, I have problems. 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 and 6. But the 4, 6 pair here makes this the 5 and this the 6. The 6 makes this the 4 and this the 6, which looks down making this the 4 and this the 6, which makes this the 5 and this the 6. Better put a 1 there or this row is going to rebel. This is 4 and 5 and I've got a 5 there. So 4 and 5. 3 looks up making this 2 and 3. I feel like I'm racing and I don't want to, but these are 1 and 4. There's a 4 there, 1 and 4. These are 2 and 5. Let's use that 5. 2 and 5. These are 1 and 3. I've got a 1, so 3, 1. The 3 makes 2 and 3. And let's use that 2 to make that 3 and 2. And 2 minutes. And I learned something, which is in a 6x6 Sudoku, X clues are ridiculously powerful. Didn't think about that at all. I immediately, by instinct, was going, oh, I've got to check out the V clues. Wait a minute. What do they do for me? That's really cool. Okay. So what is next? A Between Line by Randall. Ooh, I like Randall puzzles. Okay. Surely those are 1 and 6, because if they're not, what am I going to put between stuff? I need 4 digits between stuff. So if they're not 1 and 6, where do I put? You can never put the extreme digits on a line because you need to put something lower and higher on the line. So these have to be 1 and 6, and that 1 gives me the order. This is the 6, this is the 1. So this... Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 or 6, but I can't put 6 on that either. So while this, like if this line didn't continue here, this could potentially be a 5, but where do I put 6 in this column? That has to be the 6. This is also 1 and 6 because of the same thing. Where I can't put 1 and 6 on the lines because I need something lower or higher than them. So this becomes the 1 and this becomes the 6. And this is also a 1 because of exactly the same logic. So the entire border is just forced. 1 is in one of those two, but this one is telling me it's not there, it's there. These are 1 and 6, and this 1 is telling me the order. This is 6, this is 1. I think I've got all the 1s, but I don't have all the 6s. But I can have all the 6s as soon as I put a 6 in there. Is that all the 6s? No, it's not. Now it's all the 6s. Okay, so what comes next? What does come next? Puzzle done? So these can't be the same digit. So 5, 4. This is only 2 or 3. So 4 is in one of those two because I can't put 4 there and I can't put 4 there or I couldn't complete this. So this becomes a 4. So this now becomes a 3 by Sudoku and this is 2 and 5. So if this is 2, 5, this is a 4 and this is 2, 5. So 4 is in one of those two, but that 4 is placing the 4 there. Wow. Unexpected progress. 1, 2, 3, and 5. There is a reason why I like Randall's puzzles. So this is also 2, 3, and 5, but I'm not getting... Well, there's a 5 in here by Sudoku, so that's not a 5. But wait a minute. These are 2, 3, and 5, but I can't put 2 on this line or I'd need something lower. So this is actually 3, 5. This becomes the 2. This becomes the 2. This becomes the 5. That was critical. Of course it was. So this becomes 3, 5. This becomes the 2. This becomes the 5. This becomes the 2. The 2 looks over, making this a 3, 5 pair. I've got a 3, 5 pair, so this becomes the 2. This is 3 or 5, which is all fine, but I've now got a 3, 5 pair, so this is 2 and 4. And the 2 here is making 4 and 2. That makes this the 4. So these are 3 and 5. And what's the thing looking at them? I could use that 5 or that 3. I'm not sure which one I should pick. Let's use that 5. So that becomes a 3, that becomes the 5, that becomes the 3, that becomes the 5, that becomes the 3, that becomes a 5, that becomes a 3, and that becomes a 5. And that... just glorious. Part of me wants to start setting some of these, but then I couldn't really stream them, although we all know that like 3 minutes after I create a puzzle, I've forgotten it. We all know that. So maybe I could. Okay. X-Venture. I don't know what X-Venture is. Wait, what? It's a trap. That does not... Okay, first of all, I need to check that my stream settings are still okay. Yep, seems to be displaying okay. It's a trap. That's not a 6x6. Okay, normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 on each row, column, and 3x3 box without repetition. Is this a gelatinous cube coming down the tunnel towards me or something? X's are 10, V's are 5, and not all X's and V's are necessarily given. Ranks requested an XV9 to showcase the XIGIG. I'm not sure what IGIG means. But okay. Okay, so now I do the high-low trick, I suppose. So these digits are all low. So these digits are all high. So these are all low because to make up 5, you can only use 2, 3, or 1, 4. So by low, I mean 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now, anything to make up an X clue has to be a low digit and a high digit. Because if I do 2 high digits, I'm over. If I do 2 low digits, I'm under, and I can't use 2 5s. So any X clue that is attached to blue must be a high digit. So these are all high digits. And I've missed a V clue there. So those are high digits. That is a high digit. So that is a low digit. One of those is a 5. This is a high digit. I'm not sure if this is the way I should be solving that. This is a high digit. 7 is high. 4 is low, which means this is 2, 3, which means this is 1, 4. I probably could have done this faster if I'd done this. So this is 7 or 8. This is 7 or 8. And the 8 here makes this 7, this 3, this 2, this 8. This is 3. So this is 2, which means this is 1, 4. Which means this is 2, 3. I could have shortcutted a lot of this logic, I think. This is 2, 3, and I know the order by this. This is 3 and 2. I have to put a 1 or a 4 on this, but I'm not sure which. Now, 1, 4, of course, goes with 6, 9. Now, this can't be 1, 4, so this is 2, 3. So these are 7 and 8. This is 1, 4, and this is 6, 9. So this is, of course, 7, 8. These are 1, 4 because they see 2, 3. So this is 6, 9. This is 1, 4. So this is 6, 9. I'm sorry, I'm not reading chat enough, am I? You can't be held responsible for the failures of math, Doomdiot. That's not your fault. So this 7 makes this 8 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 8 and 7. 2 here makes this 3, so 7, so 2, so 8. So these are 1, 4, and 5, I believe. And that one can't be a 4. This is 6 or 9. This can't be 1, 4. So this is actually 3 and 2 and 7. I'm not sure the colouring is actually helping me much anymore. This can't be low. This is high. So this is low. So this is 1 or 4. So this is 6 or 9. I'm really not sure about the colouring anymore. I'm going to get rid of it. So in here, I'm putting 1, 5, 6, and 9. So this is 1 or 5, and it can't be 1. So this is 5. These are 1, 6, and 9. And there's no 1 there. So this is a 6, 9. Seven is in one of those two. 5 in column 8, you say? 5 in column 8. Why? Okay. So this is a 1, 4, 5 triple. So this is a 6, 9 pair in this box. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 5 and 7, and I've got a 7 here. So this is the 5, this is the 7. So this becomes a 6, 9 now for the row. So 8 is in one of those two. 1, 4, 5, and 8. It's not really. Well, this is a 5, 8 only because it can't be 1 or 4. These are 5, 6, and 9. But that's not really floating my boat either. Five in row 8 has only one spot. It does. 5 is already in this box. 2 and 7. 5 takes that out, and I can't put 5 on an X. That is a 5, which means 5 is in one of those two. 5 up here. So this is 1, 4, 6, or 9. 8 in row 3. Well, 8's not in those. It's not there. It's not in those. Wow, that is not as easy as I might have expected. That places the 8 there. And now this is resolved. That has to be a 2. 1, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's a 2, which doesn't do as much as I would like. 2. Actually, it places 2 there. Is that all the 2s? That's all the 2s. Three in box 3 is there. So can I do all the threes? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 3 is in one of those and one of those. Okay. Hey, Chip. So this is a quad. 5, 6, 7, and 9. So 7 is in one of those two. Two in box 7. What about the 2 in box 7? I've got the 2 in box 7, which places the 8 in row 9. Oh, right, of course, because I displaced the... Right, that's the 8, which means this is not the 8, this is the 8. And these are from 1, 4, 5, and that's not the 5, so I've got a 1, 4 pair, so this is the 5. 5, 5, 5 is in one of those two. These are 5, 6, and 9. This is a step up in difficulty, I will admit. I've got a lot more digits to think about. Invisible given. Oh, invisible givens. How long has the invisible given been there? Like, I reckon this just appeared. We did look into that. When the ability to place background images in puzzles, whether it was possible to do a GIF where you could provide like a classic Sudoku, where like after 5 minutes or something, a digit would just appear that wasn't there before, just to freak people out. I thought that would be a funny thing, but apparently you can't do it. 4 makes this 1 and 4. The 1 makes this 9, which makes this 6. This is 6, which makes this 9, which makes this 1 and 4 and 1 and 9. This 9 takes 9 out of those. They become 5 and 6, and I've got a 6 here, which makes this 5 and 6. But we did look into it. It was... It would have been a mean puzzle. It would not have been fair. 6, 7, and 3, which places 3 and 9. That's not a 3. There is no 9 in those. The 6 here looks down, making this 1 and 6. These are 5, 6, and 9, but I can place this digit right now as a 4. These are 5, 6, and 9. So this is 5, 6. This is 6, 9. Hi, Anti-Knight. It was suggested that I try these out, and I'm really enjoying them. And these are phenomenally good approachable puzzles. 1, 6, and 9. There is no 6 there. There is no 1 there. So that's a 6, 9 pair. That is a 1. So that is a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. There is a 7 there, so 9 and 7. This is missing a 4 by the look of it. So is this 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so this is the 5, which makes this 6, 9, 5. The 9 looks up making this 6. 5, 6 makes this 9 and 6. This 1 has been here for ages, making this 5 and 1. I'm down to a single box. That's probably an issue. This is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bam, in a 9. So does that mean I successfully bypassed or disarmed the trap? I'm not sure. Yeah, let's not get Sven to do more work for something that's just silly. There's some serious work that Sven needs to do and let's not keep distracting him with silly stuff. because realistically that serves no practical purpose. Killers All Around by DJV. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Little Killer. Clues outside the grid give the sum of the digits along the indicated diagonal. Okay. So those have to sum to 5, but the minimum here is 1, 2, and the minimum of those is 1 and 1. So doesn't that have to be, because after the mistake I made on the arrow puzzle the other day, that went live last night, I am absolutely terrified. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. I agree to both of those previous statements. Sven is a genius, and please stop trying to make me love Little Killer. That feels correct. It really does. Now, 23. Now, 5 and 6 is 11. I would need another 12, which means 6 and 6. So this has to be 6 and 6, and this has to be a 5-6 pair. I know, it wasn't a... Yeah, I made a logical error. I know I could have got there from the German whisper line later. I was seeing it as I was watching back. So this is a 6. So these have to sum to 7. Because 6 plus 7 is 13. But I can't use 1, 6. So this has to be 2 and 5 and 1. Now, where do I look now? 1, 1, 1. 1 is in one of... No, 1 is right there. So 1 is in one of those. So these have to sum to 6. But I can't put 1 in any of them. So I can just bang in some 2s. So this becomes a 2 by Sudoku. And now that becomes a 2 by Sudoku. One is in one of those 2. Now, what I want to do is I want to mark that this 13 is done. This 23 is effectively done. This 7 is done. And this 5 is done. Okay. Now, this 13 is not done. I have undone my 13. 1, 2, this is 3 and 4. This can't be 1, 2, this is 3 and 4. There is a 5 in there? Yeah, there has to be a 5 in there. These are 3, 4, and 5. But those... Wait a minute. The minimum here is 6. Minimum here is 10. So this has a maximum of 3. And it can't... So if this is 3 and 2 and 3 and 2, that's 10. This has a maximum of 3, but it can't be 1 or 2. So these are all 3. Which means there's no 3 there. That's a 4, which makes that a 5 and that a 4. And now I can mark that 13 is done. This 5 makes this 6 and 5. This is a 6. This is a 3. These are 1 and 4. So these are 5 and 6. These are 3 and 4, and I know the order, 4 and 3. This is 5 and 6, but there's a 5 right there giving me some information. These are 4 and 5, and again, that same 5. Busy 5, that one. This is a 4. These are 1 and 3, and there's a 3 right there. 1, 3. The 1 looks over, making this 4 and 1. I suppose if I put that 5 in, yeah. Playing around with maximums. Who needs the Sudoku problem series? Okay. That's really cool. Now, I think I'm about halfway through all of these that have been released. So I might do a couple more and then call it a day. Because I don't want to burn through them all Like what I might do is I might get up to sort of, actually just give me a second on my personal tracking sheet to add a number. Of course it's messed up all of that. Why is that broken? That should not be broken. That should still be all okay. I just need to reselect all of that. Okay, that's now done. Okay. Sorry, all the conditional formatting broke. It does, I suppose. And let's face it, having more stuff is not bad. So Polish outside adventure. Or is it Polish outside adventure? I don't know. Are you trying to polish your outside or? So normal Sudoku rules apply. So 1 to 6, I'm assuming. Cropkey. So digits in cells separated by a white dot must be consecutive. Separated by a black dot are in a ratio of 2 to 1. There is no negative constraint, so not all dots are necessarily given. Outside Sudoku, digits next to a row or column must appear in the first 3 cells in that row or column. Interesting. I mean, this is one of my favorite constraints. But I would have, yeah, interesting. I would have thought that with 6 by 6, would it have been 2 cells rather than 3? Yeah, whatever, we'll find out. But Luda 3 playing around with one of my favorite constraints. That's awesome. Okay, let's give this a shot. So this has to be 124, doesn't it? Because, again, the same reason as discussed before. It's, yeah, I've seen 2 to 1, I've seen double, I've seen, yeah, it's weird. It's why I try and have consistent rules when I do puzzles on my channel, and I'll often redo the rules that people submit me to me, because consistency can help when people are scanning. Because if they see something that's different, they'll assume the rule is actually different. But anyway, for the same reason as before, this has to be 124. I can't do 363 or 636, and I can't do 248. If I start with 2, I've got to get to 8, and I've only got the digits 1 to 6. So this is a 2. This is 1 and 4, except 1 has to appear in those 3 cells. So this is 1 and this is 4. These are 3, 5, and 6. 2 has to appear in one of those 2 because it has to appear in one of those 3 and it can't appear there. So this is either 1, 2, or 4, and I can't put a 4 there. 5 is in one of those, and I can't put 5 on a Cropkey dot. 4 is in one of those 3. Not sure. Now, there is a 2. One of these has to have a 2 on it, and the other one has to be 3, 6. The 5 is in, 5 is right there, because 5 can't go on a dot and it can't go there. So this is 5. So this is 4 or 6, but I can't be 4 because 4 is now in here. So this is 2, 4, and this is 6. 6 goes with 3, and this becomes the 1. That is really cool. 4 is now in one of those 2. Now, Now, 3 is in here somewhere. This could be 3, 6, and that could have the 2 on it. I think this could be 1, 2 in that order, and that be 3, 6. 4 is in, 4 is placed. 4 is there, because 4 had to be one of those, and it can't be here or here anymore. So that's 4, which makes this 2 and this 4. These are now 3 and 6, which means this isn't 3, 6, and it must have a 2 on it. So this can't be 3, 6 anymore, because this is 1, 2, or 4. That's not 4. So 3 is on this dot. So this is 2, 3, or 4, and there's no 4 there, but 3 is on this dot. So this is the 6 and this is the 3. There's no 2 there either. This is the 3. This is 2 or 4. The 3 means there's no 3. Oh, this is the 5. There's no 5 here. This is 3, 6. The 4 makes this the 2. I should have seen that earlier. This is the 1. This is the 5. The 1 makes this 2, which means this is 1 or 4. This is 1 or 4. This is a 1, 2, 4 triple, but I'm going to be able to place the 6 there and the 5 there. So I need to put an odd digit on this, which has to be 3. So the 3 goes there, and it can't be with 2, so that becomes a 4, which works for that clue. I think all the clues are done now. Yes. Right. So this is a 6. Now this is either 1, 2 or 5, 6, and it's not 5, 6. So this is 1, 2. So there's no 2 there. This is the 2. This is the 4. This is 5, 6, and I can do, actually I could have resolved all of this by using this box 5. I just didn't. 6, 5, 1, 2. The 6 looks up making this 3 and 6. Got to put a 1 and a 3 in here, and I'll use the 1 to resolve the 4 and the 1. And that is Polish or Polish Outside Adventure. Sorry I'm ignoring chat. I feel like I'm ignoring chat a lot more than I do. Yeah, you're right about that, Randall. The problem series can have some very hard deductions in it. And one of the things that was originally the concept of, and it has happened a couple of times with the problem series, is if people come up with really hard break-ins or a really clever break-in, it doesn't have to be hard, a clever break-in to a full Sudoku that they like, but they're struggling to turn it into a full puzzle and keeping the flow, or their break-in is broken by trying to turn it into a full puzzle, they can just release the break-in and turn around and say, figure out these 7 digits, 2 digits in box 1, 2 digits in box 3, and 3 digits in box 8 or whatever, and they're the digits you need to find because that's the core of the break-in. And I thought that would be a cool concept that people could play with if they're struggling finishing off the well, it's not the break-in was broken. You can have a good break-in. I've done it many times where I've had a break-in to a puzzle that I really liked, but trying to turn it into a full puzzle just didn't work. The mid part or the end of the puzzle just wasn't fun, so I never released it. Whereas with a problem, you don't need to finish it in really. I mean, you can, if you can turn it into a puzzle, turn it into a puzzle. I am not saying if you have a good break-in, stop. That's not what I'm saying at all. Or it ruins your break-in. That can happen as well, where you come up with this really nice break-in idea and making the rest of the puzzle work bypasses your break-in. Yeah, exactly. So, it's just another way of being able to express Sudoku, and I think that's cool. So the next one I'm going to do is what I might do is I might do 14. So the next one will be number 14, which means I've done 2 weeks worth of puzzles, and I might try and do these in sort of week batches. I mean, I could do another 8, but I'm going to do one more and then end the stream. And I know people are enjoying it. I really am too. And then in either 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, I can come back and I can do another couple of weeks, and I will deliberately try and stay a bit behind Ransk because he's the one who is doing the work to release these and everything, and I think it's more than I don't want to get in the way of that. What I'm wanting to do is enjoy and share these. Cesium by Wall. Wall? Logan Wall. Okay. I think I've done a puzzle by Logan Wall. I'm not sure. Okay. Normal Sudoku, irregular Sudoku rules apply. There's a lot of irregulars in this. Fill the grid such that the digits 1 to 6 in each row, column, and marked region, exactly one each. Fill the grid such that the digits 1 to 6 appear in every row, column, and marked region exactly once each. Digits on an arrow must sum to the digit in the arrow's bulb. Okay. Now, this one looks harder. So this is at least a 3. Woohoo. There's going to be a lot of law of leftovers here, isn't there? So, for example, those are the same digit. And the reason is, those are the same digit. Because these two digits are these two digits because this region has to appear in this row. So these two digits can't be those four, or they'd be doubled in the region. So for this row, they have to be those, and that can't appear there. So those are the same digit, which means those are the same digit. So these are even. So these are 2, 4, or 6 because they're double these digits. And these are therefore 1, 2, or 3. Is that correct? It has to be. And it's going to be the same down here because these two digits are these two digits and that can't be that. So those are the same digit. Those are the same digit. These are all 1, 2, and 3. And these are 2, 4, or 6. These can't be 3. So these can't be 3 and these can't be 6. This is a 2, 4 pair. This can't be 3, so this can't be 6. I will admit this is breaking my brain a little. So I can't use 1 and 2. This is 4 because the 1 and the 2 in this region is already done. This is 4, green is 2. So purple is 1 and this is 2. That's really clever. Now this is not 4 anymore, so these are not 2. This is not 2 because of that. This is 4, so these are 2. Stupid droid. This is really clever. And where does 2 go in this? This is 2 because 2 can't go in those because of that 2, and it can't go in those because of those 2. So this is 2 and these are 1. Oh, that's just beautiful. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. Now where does 1 go in this column? I can't repeat it in this region. I can't see those. This becomes a 1. This can't be a 3 because that would have to be a 2 and it can't be. This can't be a 5 because that would have to be a 4. So this is a 3 or a 5. That is very, very nice. 4 is in one of those two. This is a 3 by the region because I can't put it those. And these are 5 and 6. So these are 1 and, not 0, 1 and 4. And I've got 1 or a 4. Pick to mess them up. These are 4, 5, and 6, and I can't put a 4 there or there. So these are 3, 5, and 6. There must be a 3 in here. This is 5 or 6, therefore. I mean, I could have used row logic for that. These are 3, 5, and 6. Can't put a 3 there. So 3 is in one of those two. There will be another leftovers thing, maybe? I've got to put a 3 in here. Where does 3 go in this row? Can't go there, can't go in those, can't go there. It has to go here, which means that's a 5, which means that's a 6. Blow 6 out of those. This becomes the 6. This becomes the 5. That's just gorgeous. It would be so tempting to just keep doing these puzzles all day, but I'm not going to because that would be rude. This 3 looks down, making this 5 and 3. I can just complete this row. Where does the 3 go? It's not there. there or there. 3, 4, then 6 and 5. And that is beautiful. I first looked at this and just went, how? Just how? And there was just beautiful law of leftovers. Okay. Yep. Just stunning. I've no idea what more I can do to promote these. I'm going to um, make a note to, let me just make a note now, mention ranks adventure videos and my stream on next video. So on the next couple of videos, I will try and remember to mention it as well, because the my normal puzzle videos get more views than my streams do by quite a lot, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So I will try and remember to mention them there, because wow, these deserve to be seen and promoted. Just stunning stuff. Absolutely stunning. And I might talk to some people about whether I might try and create some, because someone is going to say I should do a Psycho Killer one. Probably not, no. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, so much. This has been a lot of fun. It's probably been the shortest stream I've ever done. I do need to thank. It's not telling me who donated. Stupid Google. To the person who donated some money, if you're still here, thank you. There's supposed to be a window that tells me who did that, and it's not saying anything. Thank you very much for the donation. That was by no means required. Thank you to everyone who set the puzzles and to the people who recommended it. Again, cannot recommend Ranks videos enough. And I will, no idea what my puzzle schedule is going to be. I am going to be trying to record some different role-playing stuff as well, and I know a lot of people aren't interested in that, but I will try and figure out how to control it all with playlists and everything. So we'll see how that all goes. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I really do appreciate it. And please reach out to me on Discord and chat about any questions or concerns you've got. I'm more than happy to talk to people. If you've got questions about what my plans are for the channel, I'm happy to talk to you about it. If you've got questions about what the role-playing stuff actually is, I'm happy to talk to you about it. Thanks, everyone, and I'm going to sign off. And as always, as I always try and say, good luck with your solving. Bye.